many people in the world who really don't understand. Freedom has many difficulties, but we have never had to put a wall up to keep our people in. Freedom is indivisible. And when one man is enslaved, all are not free.
Modern war has become a struggle for men's minds as well as for their bodies. Today we face an enemy who spends enormous sums of money and manpower all over the globe in an attempt to subvert the thinking of the people of the free world, confuse, divide, and ultimately to subjugate.
It is a contest unlike any we have ever faced in our history as a nation.
Contest for the minds and hearts of people around the world, all people.
When power corrupts, poetry cleanses. We must never forget that art is not a form of propaganda. It is a form of truth.
Psychologists find that control of emotions can be gained by understanding the stimulus-response pattern. Many everyday things become associated with these primary stimuli, partly by a process called
are finding that words and ideas are highly effective weapons.
Broadcasting live from the basement of the Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio.
This is a public service announcement from C.T. Fletcher. I will not contribute to the pussification of a nation. Get your punk ass out there and work for it, motherfucker.
Let's roll.
Morning, Sergeant Major.
How do you know what kind of goddamn day it is?
Beautiful morning, Sergeant Major.
Are you a fucking weatherman now?
You're listening to Sergeant's Time on WTF Nation Radio.
Broadcasting live from the Functional Veteran Center of Excellence on this 2 May 2024 in the year of our university rioting dumpster fire. I'm as your host, and of course in the gunner seat I got the Spanky.
Hey y'all, that's me.
Oh man, lordy. How you doing today, Spinks?
Oh my goodness. It's May, right?
I know,
yeah,
dude.
I'm great.
Fuck, man.
May.
Yeah, it's freaking May. It's busy. We got shit going. We got in the school stuff happening. Ah, man. Got some Army news to talk about. We're busy.
I'm fantastic.
Oh, we're just busy. Hope you guys like that the new PSYOP Ghost of the Machine 2. I know.
I saw that came out. I had to watch it immediately. I'm like, oh my gosh. I wonder what ICE wants to talk about. There's a new Ghosty Boy video.
There's a new Ghosty Boy. Zip zap. It's right.
And I did.
That's right. We are everywhere. Win the mind, win the day. Man, I'm waiting for all the drama from all the haters that I have to shit talk and say that's another QAnon video or that's another or I can't wait for Alex Jones to come out and say these guys are fucking out of control. They're throwing more fucking PSYOP shit out. You know what I mean? I want him to fucking that's what he's gonna do. Everybody, of course, all the keyboard fucking PSYOP. Hang on, let me put right here. The rainbow here. A Facebook Ranger motherfuckers out there that think they're all PSYOPers and shit because they're wearing a ball cap that's got a ghost on it. And all of a sudden become fucking experts on this craft when I don't remember them seeing it around Fort Liberty or, I don't remember seeing them in the PDCs up at Gruber Road or out on Cywar Lane. I don't recall them seeing, but yeah. Ooh, Doge.
I'm gonna give me a little ghost hat.
I'm gonna get you a ghost hat. Well, see, that's the thing. It's like I understand their support to wear the ghosty stuff. I got it. And I love it when I see people. As a matter of fact, I got friends that send me little gifts and stuff like that. Hang on, I got a little ghosty thing here from a couple of friends of mine, and yeah, I just like, hell yeah, dude, fucking this is good shit. I like the. It's almost like when somebody wears something.
He's so cute.
Yeah, it's like a World War II stuff when you see guys wearing World War II memorabilia of their friends and family or friends that they've been in, or they know somebody that's been in. I like that, but it's when the guys really go, because PSYOP does this and PSYOP does that. Or you got somebody going fucking 5GW warfare, of excellence, and I'm like, oh my fucking god, that's a PSYOP, right? That's a PSYOP. That's a PSYOP. That's a PSYOP.
I'm a PSYOP.
Did you know you're a PSYOP, Maggie? You're a PSYOP.
I am a PSYOP. Yeah. I'm a PSYOP.
Hey, but I met you. You're not really a PSYOP though. I know who you are.
Have you though?
Was it you?
Are you sure?
Oh, hang on. Who's that person behind the screen? Anyways, so yeah. So I'm glad. Shout out to 1st Special Forces Command and the PSYOP groups, 4th and 8th PSYOP group for such awesome work with collaborative efforts within their organization. They put it out. This is awesome. It's like all of it. Beware of palm trees and skulls. Are we gonna go there, Asala? Are we gonna go there? Are we going to really go there? So, at any rate, welcome to Sergeant's Time. Of course, this is your LPD podcasting, shooting shit stuff, part of U.S. Army WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio. We talk all Army policy, LPD stuff, and you might have an occasional VIP or Army senior ranking leader to shoot the shit with us and talk about Army stuff. So here's something that broke like this morning, and I'm just kind of like, wow, this is cool. We have had now a new promotion. Got a new promotion. Well, wait, is it new or is it back to the old ways? I mean, that's kind of like, that is the debate.
I mean, they come, they go. They come, they go. They change. They change back.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it new? Is it old?
Is it old or when it? So this morning, SMA Weimer posted a SMA sends.
Wait, who? Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh, Spanky, why are you being so mean? Back to the old ways. SMA Weimer. He posted something. SMA sends Army teammates, and just to go through some of the stuff. Now, look, there's a lot of issues with STEP. Now, STEP means select, train, educate, and promote. So that is that's how we did promotions for NCO PDS, which used to be called NCOESs, and BLC, ALC, SLC, yada yada yada. So right now, currently, everybody right now is one key point that I wanted, because it's been hitting the inbox like crazy. If you have been in a temporary promotion status, you will be moved into a permanent promotion status. So NCOs will be required to graduate from the PME, Professional Military Education, course online with their current grade before being considered for promotion to the next highest grade. For example, Sergeant 5 must complete BLC before they are considered promotion to Staff Sergeant E6. Now, do you want to go back to the old days, Spanky? How we back when we used to do this?
I mean, before you didn't get your rank pinned on until you graduated.
Bingo.
That's the bottom line. There you go.
Bingo. Select, train, educate, promote. Well, back, I don't know if that was the new thing, but yeah, exactly. Back when you and I were back in WW Operation Desert Nam, the way the Army did it before, and some of you old timers, I'll say old timers, some of you old guys that think the Army's woke and shit, you want to talk shit about the Army. Well, like you said, you went to the promotion board, you went, and then when you did the promotion board, then you were promotable. And then if you made points, it didn't matter if you made points or not. You had to have gone through PLDC.
Now BLC.
Or BLC. PLDC, before they called it PNOC. And before you got promoted to sergeant. And that's the way it was. It didn't matter if you, there was no conditional, there was no additional, there was nothing. You did not get promoted until you finished that first level of NCO PDS.
Right, because that was my day I got promoted, because I had went to the board, and also through no real fault of my own, because I was in the middle of PCSing and everything. So I had to wait. I made points while I was, before I left my duty station, but I was about to PCS, so I could not go.
Yeah.
So I had to go to Korea, wait, because it had to do the in processing and all that. Got the first available slot because that front loaded you because you had already made points.
Yep.
So the day I graduated was my day to rank.
Exactly.
That was the day I was able to be promoted.
Yep.
So that was how it worked.
So my experience back when I went to PLDC back in 1994.
Mine was in 2000. I'll show my age a little.
Some of y'all may have been born before that, but anyways, in 1994, I went to PLDC at Fort Hood, now called Fort Cavazos, and attended, of course, the 3rd Armored Corps Non-Commissioned Officer Academy. And
Camp Jackson.
I did not. I was promotable, went to the board, and then I PCS'd, and my records at the time didn't catch up. It didn't catch up at all. And so by the time they caught my records, you know how you had to redo your points every year. So it was like almost not even a year, and I had to redo my points again. Well, once I redid my points, then that's when I got promoted. So I graduated in 94. I got promoted in 96 to sergeant. That's when I pinned up. And so when that happened, I was like, okay, cool. The same thing with BNOC, same thing with ANOC, yada yada yada. Well, now promotion to sergeant requires no PME. So if you get promoted to sergeant and you make points, and you're a sergeant. You're that's it. However, now the reason when you want to you want to make the next rank to staff sergeant, then you got to attend BLC. So kind of like, Go ahead.
Well, I'm just wondering. I mean, I understand why they, did this before. It's kind of hard to go to these schools when, you're fighting Infinity War.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to figure out why they're doing this again.
Well, again, here's another thing too, and I'm not. And this is, of course, this SMA's working. He's look. I'm not gonna shoot the messenger on this part. SMA's only putting the information out, so I'm not gonna. And he just took the gig, and he just took the gig too. So I'm really not gonna fucking slap.
Oh man, I got a lot of reasons. Well, really only one reason to dog on this guy, but this I'm not.
Then this one right here, no, because here's the thing: is that we have now become such a rotational. It almost feels like we're rotational for no reason. Now we have guys and gals that are rotating their units to Europe or Korea, and they just I don't know, fucking don't send them to school or can't send them to school or get them in the middle of the look. It jacked up the promotions anyways when they did the step stuff, and I think what it is that if they remember when we went in Spanky, remember when we went to these NCOESs, you had to have passed an APFT and height and weight on day 0. Before you started day, if you didn't fucking make it, okay, yep, school packet's good to go. You're not enrolled. All right, it's time to take a PT test. Oh, you didn't pass the PT test? Go back. You're gone. You're gone.
Yep, get right back on the bus.
Just get right back on the bus and go back to your unit. And you didn't even come in.
Even more so. Yeah, even more so for BNOC now with ALC, whatever it's called now. Like there was phase 1 and phase 2. You can make it on phase 1 and get sent home on phase 2 because they wait and tape you again.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So it's like, ooh, everyone's like, well, this is fucked up, and this is fucked up, and this is woke, and whatever you want to fucking call it. And it's not the case. It's not the case at all. They could really be dicks about this shit and go back to the old ways, back to the Sergeant Major of the Army kid days when we did that. When you didn't fucking get promoted for shit until you got school, and if you fucking failed a height and weight or you failed a PT test on day 0, you just didn't show up. I don't give a fuck how many points you got. And the best part about it didn't count. Does that make sense? It didn't count.
Yeah, and I specifically remember this because when I went to BNOC, I will tell you, my height was right around 68.5 inches. But sometimes I would get measured just a little under, like at 68.25. Guess what? 68.25 rounds down to 68. 68 for when you're doing a screen in the table weight. 68.5 rounds up to 69.
Correct.
Where I was weighing at right about there, I scored 300 on the PT test at the time. Yeah. That wasn't an issue. But my table weight, obviously, I usually always had to get taped. Was also not really an issue. Just how I was. I was just built like that. You can look at pictures from me. Nobody would even think that I would have to get taped. But at 69 inches, I did not have to get taped. At 68 inches, I would. It just always it was just a luck of the draw.
Exactly.
And you can see my two 1059s because you would get a 1059 for
phase 1 and phase 2. Yep.
Yes. So my weight was exactly the same, but it's like I had to get taped on one and not the other because the height was different. And everybody always asks, so why are you 68 and 69 in 1 week?
Yeah.
Or
well, why don't you fucking tell me? How about you learn how to measure?
Yeah. Exactly.
How did I go from what? How did I jump high? Everybody's like, oh, how tall are you?
I know why now, with degenerative disc disease, it's just a matter of how stretched out, it's because that little bitty bit of a difference.
Right. Exactly.
Just makes it. I know now. I sure didn't know then.
Well, I know. Yeah. Well, your Salah's got a good point in there too, because now, and we announced it. We announced it as well when 540. If you get a 540 on your ACFT, you don't have to fucking do taping. Dude, could you imagine? I know some hosses out there that can some cornbread troopers out there that I know could just go out there and fucking crush an ACFT, and they're just like, I make tape. Well, yeah, no shit. You don't have to get tape,
Yes, and that's just it. And get people asking oh, what, you're so fat? How are you in the military? Well, they're not. They're thick.
Yeah, they're thick.
Strong.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And they can still run.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Don't underestimate the biggins that can that run. I'm just saying. I'm just like, ugh. So, but yeah. So 540, you don't have to get taped. That's the thing. So really, I'll be honest with you. I'm curious to see how this goes. You know me. I'm an Army optimist when it comes to some stuff like that until it gets fucked up.
Oh yeah.
then that's when we'll hit it and say that it's fucked up. But I'm just saying this is pretty good. This will probably relieve a lot of the load.
But that's just it. It's just pushing the load. That's why I'm like curious, like what caused this now?
Oh, what caused it now is the rotations. I guarantee. I'm willing to bet you that they are not able to fill seats because these guys and gals are rotating out to their European or Korean theaters. They're going out to there, and then they fucking. That's it. Then you can't go to school. Well, these guys are stagnating, and they're not getting promoted because they're not able to go to school. Well, now shit. If you're temporary, now you're permanent.
But all it did was just kick that can down the road, so to speak. That's all it did, which is like, okay, well.
No, that's a good point.
Bumped it up one more rank.
No, that's a good point. No, that's a good point. But you also got to think about it too, Spanky, is that does our PME need to be fixed? Like for instance, what you did and I did in PLDC, what we did, and are soldiers doing that now? Are soldiers doing hand receipts? Yeah. Are soldiers knowing how to write a proper counseling statement? Because that counseling statement's changed now.
Yes.
Do they know what developmental counseling is? Do they know how to,
is there a reason why we all have to go to a center of excellence to do PME?
Yeah.
Why is the PME going on rotations? I mean,
no, you're right.
Why isn't it following it?
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. You bring up a very good point. Why the fuck do we have air assault in Kuwait? Why do we have air assault school in the Middle East? Why do we have air assault school overseas? Move the fucking PME over there.
There you go. Why are they not moving? Like they can go TDY. Why can that not be taught?
Yeah.
In Kuwait or Poland or
right. That's what I'm saying.
Antarctica or the Pentagon and surface of the sun.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying I don't care about your rendezvous with destiny with your air assault school.
Especially BLC.
Yeah.
Especially BLC. That would be the easiest one to do because that is not MOS specific.
No, you're right. It's MOS immaterial. That should be and it should be a fucking look. Bring back land nav. Bring back fucking because they don't do land nav in WLC. Or BLC, I'm sorry. Whatever the lowest tier.
Whatever that baby.
The baby in COPDS, yeah. That one. The baby school. Sorent school. So think about it. We have no land nav in there. So what the fuck were they doing for 3.5 weeks? We don't have I don't know, do they have the development? I need to hit up a couple of my NCOES former instructor or instructor peeps and say, hey, want to come on and shoot the shit about NCOPDS or hell, talk to some NCOEAs. Just hey, you want to come on and shoot the shit about what the new changes are and how it is affecting. But they did okay. Somebody says they brought back land navigation, and it's in a trial phase right now, and will be a GPA event in 2 months. All right, there you go. That's what Damien.
Yeah. Okay.
I heard the same
so that
too,
would just make it a little bit more difficult to move that around. That would, like I said, that is the hardest part.
Yeah.
Like to get a course that's standard, because it is still a training course.
Yeah.
I mean, you should be able to land nav wherever,
exactly,
in your front or backyard. But again, that does need to be a standard for a training course. I get that.
Specifically, if you're a sergeant, if you're going to be a sergeant, you're the buck sergeants where the axe meets the stone, the rubber meets the road. The what other euphemism I can use? Where the rubber meets the stone. Where the rubber meets the stone. Where the hoof hits the dirt. I'm just saying.
We're just gonna make up our own.
You're going to make it. Yeah, exactly that. Exactly that, Chris. You got to find the fucking LT anyway. So how the hell can you not find your LT?
The shoe meets the tracks.
Yeah. The shoe meets the tracks. Is E5 the new E4? That's a good question. I honestly, and it's just me, I think they should bring back specialist ranks.
Oh, I've always thought that. You can have a great soldier that wants to stay in and do soldier things for forever and has no desire to lead. We do not have to have every soldier be a leader.
Well, just hear me out here. They're not only do they not want to be a leader, but that would be the guy. You ever think about it? You ever have that technical guy that one fucking. You always have that specialist that knows how to fucking set up the generator. Nobody taught him. He just fucking learned how to do it. The talk, right? Or
yeah,
or the fucking or you had somebody who knew how to do the right slides or knew how to really do fucking not the right slides, but you know, really how to do reporting.
Oh no,
USR and know how to do knew how what a talk or a jock would be set up like. Or would be the real like the S6 guy who really knows the fucking nerd shit, you know? Or hang on, the Swan. Have you got those fucking smart ass E4s? Well, the regulation says you gotta have this inside with this regulation packet. Actually, it's gotta be done like this. And then you're like, what shit? I'm glad you said that, Pip, because I had proposed on Twitter. I'd said on Twitter, make all E4s come back and then have them track to be a warrant officer and have warrant officers rate specialists. So that way, that's their track. That's their career track. So that way you have a bunch of specialists that are highly technical, that are highly specialized in their fields for those specialized fields. And then when they get to, for their progression, they can go through the specialist ranks all the way up to 9, but they have to get a little bit more like, for instance, the way I see it is if you had special sevens, you wouldn't need the Who's anymore. Oh, the Who's. What is the Who's, man? What's the Who's? So like for instance, you have like you have certifications that the Army has that the Army's actually talking about killing. They're talking about killing these certification programs to cut these funding. And so, you know, in order to get promoted to the next specialist rank, you should have these technical certificates, these technical stuff. So that way, when it's time for them to go to warrant officer school, if they choose it from 7 to 9, you could choose to go warrant. And then bam, depending on how certifications wise, I mean, it's almost like saying we need to bring back STDs.
Well, the other thing is like why? Because they do it, you know, at the sergeant major level. Like you either go like the command sergeant major route or like the staff sergeant major.
That's
route.
right, sergeant major and then command sergeant major. The like I always tell,
why
the
do
ones
you have to wait till you're an E9 to do that?
Yeah, sergeant major. The sergeant majors that work for a living are the sergeant majors. CSMs are the guys that are pumped per some circumstance and whatever.
Yes.
But what I'm just saying is that for the warrants though, I mean, think about it. If you were a warrant and you're like a W3, W4, and you had a spec 9 with you, you had a specialist 9 with you, that would be the guy that is highly technical with you but didn't want to go warrant. Does that make sense?
Right. No, exactly. And that's just it. If you like, but why do we have to wait until, you know, you have gone through all this leadership stuff to, you know, all the way to E9? Start that way earlier, like, you know, at that E4 level and like, okay, I do not want to take this leadership path. You know, that's not me. That's not my strength, you know, because it's not everybody's strength and you're forced into that. And you have to suck it up and be mediocre at it and or just good enough. And you know, instead of, okay, I want to take this staff path and all right, and do that technical path. It's not like they kind of did it with, you know, they did it on the officer side with warrants. They should do the same and probably fix a lot of the retention issues right there.
I was about to say, think about that too. Think about that. There's no, and I brought this up a long time ago, and I got the I got the pearl clutches. Remember when you were talking about they should create a training MOS, like the MOS that is in the training room or in the S3 shop that work training and stuff and elevate themselves toward like ATARs and help out with DTS and all this other stuff. I think that should be a CMF that should be created for specialists and for warrants. So that way, instead of having a SWAN tech, you have a fucking, like for in the S3 shop, you have a fucking warrant that manages training, is the training tech, and not a civilian, not a GS, and can assist that.
Not someone that got a DUI.
Yeah, exactly. Not some master sergeant that got relieved. Speaking about DUI, wait a minute. We didn't hear about the DUI. Whatever happened to that CS7 that got a DUI in Europe?
You know, he's probably in somebody's S3.
Whoa, hang on.
Doing some training schedules.
Hang on, let me pop up some some tea here right quick. So that way I want to make sure. So a while back we posted a DUI. Hey, don't drink and drive post, right? And the next, he's under the rug. You mean the event's not on the rug? He's not. You're solid. He's not really under the rug. I know what you mean. It's okay. English is my second language, and sometimes I fuck up comments and euphemisms like that too. So hang on. Matter of fact, let me pull this. There we are. Oh, I got you, baby. I got you. So, and I'm glad. I'm glad we're broadcasting this live, and I'm pretty sure there's some people that are listening and watching and all this stuff because they wanted to make sure what we were talking about when it came to the promotions. So, what happened to this? CSM E9 Army DUI.
Mm-hmm.
DUI. How come we didn't hear about this? How come we heard about an ADA guy getting fucking fragged and getting relieved or whatever? Or we heard about that major smuggling weapons from Africa.
Right.
Why is this?
Where's this dude?
Where's this dude? We know who he is. We're just giving the organization an opportunity to post. To hey, you're gonna do something about this because I'm telling you, this rank has just privilege. Oh no, Pip, hang on.
Mm-hmm.
Is that rank has just privileges? Is this rank has certain privilege to who it is with privilege? Does that make sense? Am I making sense with that? Sorry, I had some coffee and some heavy amount of sweet tea today, and I'm like, it never made it to the blotter. As a matter of fact, details of the story are now emerging. Breaking news, by the way, is that the individual called another captain from another unit to pick him up. And
so he was not definitely. Was he released to unit?
So
was he released to a captain or unit?
He was released to a captain of another unit, but what then demanded that the charge sheet and it not be put on the blotter. So I don't understand. How is it we talk about promotions and standards and leadership and morals and do the right thing, yada, 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 yada. Yeah, the Navy would have put, oh my God, the Navy, dude. Chris is right. The fucking Navy's been they've been throwing people out left and right.
I wonder why they're probably not having as. I mean, all the kids that I know are joining the Navy, not the Army.
Yeah,
I just wonder why that is.
Yeah, well, I mean, I wonder. I'm just saying right now, you got a CSM DUI, and hey.
I mean, it could be the beaches, but
So inquiring troops want to know.
Yeah.
It's. Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. You can't sit there and talk about all these promotion changes and all these standard changes and all that, but you're not gonna fucking, dude. What's up, Mill Media? How come you've not grabbed on this? I know Mill Media, man. They like stories like this. They like to see. I mean. But he was released to the unit in status of property released to owner. Oops, don't drink or drive. Derive, exactly. Don't drink or drive. So I'm just saying, you want to talk about standards, you want to talk about this, and the reason why you were talking about the privilege when you were, we'll go back to the other comment, rank has its privilege to privilege who are those who are privileged, is the fact that if it was me as a fucking first sergeant or a fucking platoon sergeant or a fucking, I know, as a matter of fact, anecdotally, not really anecdotally, but I could paraphrase this story. A few months before that, a first sergeant from the 2nd SCR got a DUI, removed from position.
Because he just didn't have enough brain. He needed that one more.
Yeah, so the 2 CR first sergeant gets relieved for getting a fucking DUI, and it's Q&P. This hasn't been fucking released yet. So, no word. Anyways, what were we saying?
I don't know.
We're talking about. We were talking about the privilege thing and the enlisteds. Yeah.
The sergeant major was like, "Hey, hi, how are you?"
Yeah, sergeant major thing. Oh, yeah, that was going to be a lead into something else. That's what it was. That's what something was. But yeah, so again, you can't really fucking sit there and talk about, whatever, and then all of a sudden not just to say about promotions and stuff like that. So I know we got off the trail with the promotions, but to go back real quick, just to recap on that, is that the measure, of course, is supposed to be relieving the strain on the troopers there who struggle to meet necessary PME timeline requirements based on the fact that they're outside of the soldier's control. That's what the one thing I want to say. It's not the fact that the fucking soldier, well, he's a shitbag and he just fucking do this, and how come you couldn't get promoted? Look, they're just troopers nowadays, soldiers nowadays, because I forgot not everybody's jump status. You don't have these kids are fucking worked, man. They work the dog piss out of these kids, man. Like I said, WTF Nation, me and Spanky has said this more. I actually kind of had better than the Joes when I was coming up. So when somebody talks about, well, these kids are soft, these kids are weak, these kids don't have any, I'm like, I don't know, man.
I'm like, your leader said the same about you when you were a kid. So I don't
exactly, exactly that. My leaders were like Vietnam vets and Desert Storm. So, anyways,
yeah.
So, anyways, in an attempt to increase transparency with our soldiers, we acknowledge that these strange operational deployments and family personal circumstances are outside the soldiers' control, which interfere with timely attendance to PME. And this is quoted by, of course, a Sergeant Major Jonathan Uribe, Directorate of Military Personnel Management Sergeant Major. So there you go. So the Army personnel evaluated the services more than 112,000 enlisted promotions from the ranks of sergeant to master sergeant from December 2021 to February 2024. And the study found that half of the services enlisted promotions fell under a temporary status. So now they said, fucking, you're all permanent. There you go. But then that's it. Some of the soldiers were not able to attend school well after the 12-month requirement to attain a permanent promotion. So the policy created a lot of stress to the force, but was often out of the soldiers' control. Again, you got fucking rotation. Then, then you're freaking, you're screwed. You didn't get the rank taken away. So, anyways, so I really wanted to capture that, and then talk about something else that another thing that really pisses me off too. I'm talking about soldiers' care. I'm talking about soldier care. Soldier care. So, look, commanders, if you're gonna put out something in a text or put something in an email, just know it's gonna get to us. It's gonna get to us. And
I mean,
and with the members of the admin team that are I'm the only one retired. Let's put it that way. I'm the only retired guy on the admin team on the main side. The radio side, we're all fucking out. But we see it, we go, what the hell? What is this? And then we're like, okay, it's time to blast. So let's check out this one right here. This was put out from a command team. If anyone goes to the ER, make sure they have a brief ready to the commander on why you went. What? And whether he approved the doctor's recommendation. Hold up. Why you went, and whether or not he'll approve of the doctor's recommendation. If I get in like a motorcycle accident or car accident or something like that, I am not gonna I'd be damned if I'm gonna call any fucking leader. I'm gonna tell my first line supervisor I'm in an accident. I'll call you back. I'm not doing good or whatever. Or somebody will probably call from the hospital. Hey, Specialist Ramos has got an accident real bad and all that.
When commanders start having medical degrees, I'll start letting them, like taking their input on my medical care. Just put it that way.
Yeah. Well, and then the comments go on to say the thread goes on to say stitches and physical injuries are not valid reasons to stay home and rest. He will not approve quarters or rest for that. Holy shit! You could do paperwork or non-strenuous work like that. No free paychecks, man. I'm gonna tell you what. This is what pisses me off about individuals who shit on soldiers that say they're just collecting a paycheck for welfare, or veterans when they collect their disability. Did you know? Let me tell this to the world out here. Did you know that soldiers pay taxes as well? I kind of see that as paying into your own shit. Like you, Spanky, somebody says, "Hey, Spanky,
yes,
we don't like the fact that you collect all these bennies, and you shouldn't be collecting on these bennies, and you're writing off the government." Well, you paid into it. That's the way I see it. I see you paid into it. You paid your dues with taxes, and that's how you were able to collect that retirement check. That's how you're able to collect those benefits that are afforded to you by the Veterans Administration. I see it just like that.
I mean, exactly.
The soldiers that don't fucking pay taxes, or if soldiers were being paid tax-free, then I can kind of say, yeah, you're collecting free paycheck. But there ain't no fucking free paycheck. But here it gets better. If you get discharged at 0500, you will be at PT at 0630. Bruh. Bruh. 1st Battalion, 227th Aviation Regiment, 1st L Cavalry Brigade, by the way, 1st Cavalry Division. So, I exactly, Shifty. Why do they put this in attack? Here's another thing too. I think we're kind of like, I think the kids, because captains are like 6 years in the Army ish, and they're like in their 20s, something like that, mid 20s, and something like that. Where is the fucking first sergeant in this? Why hasn't a first sergeant stomped on this before it even got put out? Hey man, you sir, you really gonna put this shit out? I mean, for those of you that know my history with my former past, my first sergeant time, I had it pretty rough with a company commander one time. Like literally everybody was commiserating. Oh, bro, you gotta go. Fuck, man, sorry, man, you gotta go back. I mean, I had a good first sergeant team with me when I was a first sergeant at the time, and I had to deal with a commander that was very that was challenging. And I'm gonna tell you what, you put this shit in fucking writing, and then you expect a soldier to wait, you want me to fucking give you my fucking sick call slip? You want me to fucking have a sick call slip to where I gotta give you a fucking sick call slip for this? Now here's the next vignette.
I'm actually looking at this because I'm pretty sure the commander does not have that authority, because I know they think they do.
Yeah.
And I'm actually reading the regulation right now. So sorry, I'm a little quiet.
Yeah, no, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. This one right here. Now, mind you, everyone gets pissed off when we post. I always love looking at the fucking troll. The trolls in the fucking page. You got that, the trolls are getting bad in Instagram. You got some shit talking assholes on Instagram that like to talk because they can lock their fucking accounts down and yada yada yada. And there are some bitches, and I'm gonna tell you what, for you guys on Instagram that like to shit talk our fucking soldiers, you're all a bunch of fucking bitches. I'm gonna say that right now, because some of the shit that you fucking say, these guys are pogues or this and this. If you're not fucking in, just shut up. It's not you're not in.
Oh, I saw those come.
Just shut the fuck up. The second thing is that if you are a first sergeant and you are fucking want to task your fucking soldier out while they're undergoing cancer treatment, read the text there, right there.
I saw that, and it's just like, oh, a first sergeant is asking for your profile because he doesn't see you have one. Okay, first sergeant should probably ask his commander, because commander has access to the whole profile system.
Correct.
Bruh, I'm literally on con leave for cancer.
Yep.
And again, if his first sergeant doesn't know this, I just think he's pretty incompetent. If he doesn't know which one of his soldiers are on leave. Again, doesn't get like per stats, like, that receive and report thing, all that thing. But anyway, no, I understand it. Trust me. He was looking to task you out for the month, but I told him you had a profile and he looked it up. Oh, had to look it up. So task me out for the month. I have appointments literally every single day, and some are all the way up in Dallas at UTSW. And leader, I got you.
So now, the reason why I say that those trolls on Instagram are a bunch of bitches that talk shit is that we were accused of making up this thread. We do our best to fucking redact a lot of the information. Sometimes, sometimes we feel like we want to fucking expose a number or put a number out, or sometimes it's a genuine mistake if a number gets put out there and all that. But my biggest thing is that when we get accused of making up a thread like this, bro, we don't have fucking time for this shit. The amount of, oh my God, if I had a moment to sit down and make up a thread, first off, I'm not creative enough to create some whatever drama that you fucking think we're doing. But exactly that, Susan, exactly that. We get a lot of non-military trolls. And I caught cold busted last week in the comments, a Russian one talking shit about, what were they talking about? We were talking about, there was a post about something, and somebody came out with something just completely out of the fucking blue. Well, it's because you guys don't like white people, and you guys white people with this, and the division created by this because of whatever. And I'm like, dude, first off, English is my second language, and I couldn't understand your shit. And second, what was that? Refer to the Tropic Thunder. What's that? I'm just a dude pretending a dude to be another dude. Is that what it is? Or don't go full retard. Is that what you're saying? Or what? I mean, what comment? There's so many comments for Tropic Thunder. Anyways, so somebody accused of fucking making this thread up. Now, I mean, there's some times where I just want to fucking, to prove a point, to leave all the numbers open. But then, of course, there's soldiers that trust us. Soldiers that trust us to not reveal their identities, or, hey, this is kind of like, I'm putting this out because this is what I'm going through. I'm going to tell you what, the emergency room and the cancer shit has been pissing me. This has been like, this literally has been on my mind, like, for the last couple of days. Is this right here? Is this delay of treatment? I have friends who are in the military that have gone through cancer treatment and have been fucking out. You know, hey, they commend their leadership. They commend their leaderships on how this is great. We appreciate, you know, I'm so glad I had this commander and all that. And then there's this shit. You know, wasn't there a story? Me and you talked about this, Spanky. There was a story about an airman up in Alaska, or a soldier up in Alaska, that was delayed so fucking much on her fucking cancer treatment, and then she died because of a fucking big. I think it was an army kid. I can't remember what it was. I can't remember. But anyways, and I swore to myself, fuck cancer. We will not. This is something that's not going to be fucking taken lightly. I can't remember who the fuck it was, because me and you were fucking like upset. Dude, we were upset because we were following this kid's story, and then she died, and we're like, it fucking wrecked us, man. We were like fucking wrecked for a while. I can't remember her fucking name.
I'm trying to find it. I think I did. I mean, I think I found it. Let me make sure this is the one we're talking about. Yes, I did just find it. Oh my God. Yeah, her name was Maria Martinez. She was 26 when she died of breast cancer. That her family says would have been survivable if she received the right care. Yeah, I think that's what we're talking about. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that was it. I think that was it. I'm not sure if that's the same one, but yeah, that was just last year.
No, there was another one. Well, I think there was another one.
Oh, that was another one.
It was a young girl. It was young, and she was on TikTok, and everyone
this
was saying,
this is a girl. She's only 26.
Let me see. Let me.
She's only 26.
Mm-hmm. My point being is that any delay of cancer treatment, any delay of anything in the word is of cancer, you don't fucking sit there and say you're gonna get tasked for the rest of the fucking month. You had a profile for cancer treatment, and there were some people that said, man, Ken, don't do it. I was gonna fucking just go like, yeah, I just want to fight a bitch sometimes. You know? Yeah, exactly. I just like, because that's somebody's daughter, that's somebody's wife, that's somebody's sister, that's somebody, you know, dude, if one of my kiddos called me up and said, Dad, my fucking first sergeant is doing it, man. Yeah, in fact, exactly that, or solid. No, there was a lot of specifically women. A lot of, and everyone always talked about the, there was a list. Me and Spanky had a lot of, we were pissed off because there was this one girl who was in Alaska or something like that. I think she was an airman, and she was on TikTok and calling, like, everyone was calling her a shitbag because they thought she was bad mouthing her fucking chain of command. And that wasn't the fucking case. It was because, and me and Spanky, and this God, I'm gonna have the vet bros come after me. I'm gonna fucking tell you what, dudes who are in charge of women that don't fucking understand what women are going through for this shit are the culprits in all this fucking stuff. The higher, matter of fact, I'm willing to fucking bet a case of Tecate right now that a lot of fucking women that have been that died of cancer in service was because they had some fucking leader that didn't take them seriously.
Yeah.
Someone should look up the BC's number and you should give them a call. You know, we're thinking about doing that, Pip. Some of the calendar, some of the stuff that's been in the inbox lately has been pretty fucking bad.
Yes.
It's been,
Oh, and I do agree. The screening for cancer for the troops definitely needs to improve. Susan's comment, it definitely does. Like something needs to give with that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we had the whole Ferris doctrine change because of that. why can I start State School?
Yeah. No, I think about we had skate school. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
risk day school. His situation, and fucking misdiagnosed.
Yes,
but everyone's gonna
a 50-year-old law change because of it.
Yeah, exactly. And look, it almost makes me, it just pisses me off. Look, dude, I don't want to fucking get into the tinfoil shit. Yeah, I don't want to get tinfoil shit. But fucking, it just, I just feel like DHA, the Defense Medical Activity, anything that has to do with military medical, they have the worst I think they have the worst records when it comes to medical malpractice, that they don't want to fucking, like, that should be like a super FOIA for like fucking, for Jim Laporta or maybe Steve Bannon to fucking, cause I'm going to tell you what, where is, oh man, I can't try to fucking, especially after exposure to depleted uranium. Yeah, exactly that. Yeah, exactly. Now there was, like I said, there was it's like on the tip of my fucking tongue. She chronicled her life on TikTok, and you watched her.
Oh my gosh, I know I did.
Her name was fucking Maddie. That's what it was.
That's
I think it was Maddie. Hang on, let me double check. Maddie. No, was it Maddie? No, it wasn't Maddie. Who was it? No, what was her fucking? Something like that.
No,
there was some. It was some airman. I can't fucking remember, man. It like I said.
I will. Oh my gosh, it's gonna bother me if I don't remember.
It is. It was not Maddie. It was Ellie or Maddie or Ellie, because there was a TikTok star just today that died. Fucking, her name was Maddie. That's who it was. She died 26 of cancer. So I take that shit seriously. It also, it hits me personally. It hits you personally too, Spanky. I mean, everyone has had a family member or close relative.
Oh my god!
Close friend.
Hold on, sorry. My
What?
My video just started going because I found it, and then
gotcha.
I gotta.
What is it?
Yeah.
Where's it at?
Hold on, I don't know if the video. Hold on.
Drop it in my chat.
Yes, I'm just trying to get there. Hold on. I think this is it. Oh, hold on 1 second.
You have to be patient with us because we get on a roll like this.
I know,
Me and Spanky get on a roll.
I'm doing it like,
and Regan, we're just like, oh, we got. I can't remember her. Looking at it, man, it just
I forgot I'm on a different account, so that's why it's taking me longer.
No, you're good. You're good. I remember because I
of course. And
you gotta pee. All right, Bridie, go.
No, that's not it. Oh, sorry, I thought you were gonna pee.
No. I can't remember. There was because there's a lot of cases right now about it. Hang on, let me see if this is the one you're talking about.
I got it. I have to send it to you a different way. Just a sec. Sorry. It just totally messed up my whole thing. It just logged me into a business suite and everything. I'm getting it. Just a sec. We.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We're walking with the phone. Exactly. No, it's not. It's not Kat Janice. No, I know who you're talking about, Pip. It's not Kat Janice. This was a girl that was literally deteriorating on fucking line, and she was on TikTok, and she talked about how she chronicled everything, and she was talking about how she. I just, dude, this is gonna fucking kill me because there's so many women that die of cancer in the military for everything, and it just pisses me off.
Okay.
All right.
I'm just trying to find a best video of it.
Yeah. This is it. Pip found it.
I got it. I'm just trying to.
Emily, that's what her name was.
Emily.
Emily.
Yes, Emily Hardesty.
That's who it was. Thank you.
There's,
Do you guys want to see the TikTok?
I'm trying to find a shareable TikTok.
I got one right now.
That,
I think I got one right now.
Okay.
Let me grab that right quick. I'm not a TikTok person, so.
21.
Well, my whole thing logged me out because I
354th NDG.
There you go.
I had a contraceptive appointment with Dr. Lee, Dr. Frederick Lee.
I'm logging in too many places at once.
Did a urine analysis and basically, gave me a pat. It's like, Aaron Hardesty, you're good to go. That pathology in itself had signs that I had malignancy and mature cancerous cells.
I could find Janae's story on it. That was the one I had saved.
I report to sick call. I'm like, hey, something's wrong. I can't really breathe.
So the story that the video that we're showing right now is Emily Hardesty.
You just have COVID. Go get tested.
That's what it was. It was the COVID
tested,
shit.
No COVID. Yeah. Hey, I called later back at about 14:30. I'm like, hey, I need help. I cannot breathe. You just have to isolate, rest. At about 18:30 that evening, I had to call my best friend, Hunter Holman. He's a staff sergeant in the U.S. Army. I said, man, I need you to take me to the emergency room. I think I'm fucking dying. He's like, oh shit, gets me over there. The attending physician, Dr. Susan Tate, takes a look. She's like, oh, yeah,
it's coming. I had to
they get me some
download it from a
antibiotics,
different account, but it's actually going to your DMs.
Okay.
It said all my stuff logged me out because I was logged into too many places at once. I literally got logged out of the stream. Everything.
Oh, it's okay. You're good. You're good. It's okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm coming back in.
Okay. I got the video. I got the video up. She's talking about it right
mass almost on the side of my neck. Acute tonsillitis. Go home. Just if you start dying again, please fucking come back. But unless that's the case,
got an ultrasound and they found another mass, but this time on my right ovary, the only ovary that I have left. It's not as big, but nonetheless another mass. So it was kind of not the news I don't think anybody wants to hear. But I do know that this part of this is
feeling pretty good.
So look at her now.
Tumor is actually shrinking, and
poor thing.
I can't wait for this next chapter. I have a good friend that is a lot of the dead, because I had like four masses of dead cancer cells that are gone as well, and I'm still swollen, but besides I still have pain, it's the swelling, but other than that I no longer really need my oxygen at all. I'm getting a little stronger day by day. I just had
So she died.
Mm-hmm.
So anytime I see something like that, or I see some leader fucking saying, "Oh, you just have cancer; it's not a big deal," or you can go on profile, please send us the fucking text message. Please send us who it is, and it needs to get fixed. And if there is any, and we keep in contact with the individuals that send us these message threads, and we tell them, hey, come back, and let us know what's happening. So the post that you saw of a couple of days ago just fucking pisses me off, man. So we're gonna take a break right quick.
I literally just read about that. Cancer in remission is the only time like the soldier will be on a P2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, they're under the doctor's care. I literally was just reading the medical profile right there because
yeah, I know exactly. No, I hear you. We're gonna take a break right quick, and we'll be right back. So everyone, refill your glasses, hit the head. Smoke if you got them. Hit the latrine and shots.
If that's really a thing, and I get authorized to do it once, it's pretty much gonna be me sitting there talking shit like constantly.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Take it from me, Ice. You can't just float around space not caring about stuff forever.
The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Shit in the bag, Pogue.
All you techies and TV addicts, don't mean to this, don't mean to bring static. All you Klingons in your grandma's house, grab your backstreet friend and get loud, pulling doors off inches, grab you with the pinches. And no, I didn't retire, I'll snatch you off with the needle nose pliers.
What the U-boat you never seen before? Gliding in the glaze, like no creepy, the foot like a racing with the bass so not goofy like they're in a haste so I'm a hip-hop making your night with practice me running that you know all right. So what's up with that? I got friends and family that I respect. When I think I'm too good, they put me in check. Don't believe when they say I'm no better than you, except when I rap, so I guess it ain't true like that, Joel, and you just don't stop. Guaranteed to make your body rock. Check it out. What's it all about? Work it out. Let's turn this party out. Check it out. What's it all about? Work it out. Let's turn this party out. Say, Doc, what's the condition? I'm a man that's on a mission. Son, you better listen. Stuck in your wall is an electrician. Like the scientist. When I'm applying this method of controlling my mind like eyeliner rap the too comply. Now, hey, nigga, but now what the deal? I didn't know you go for that mass appeal. So I'm calling Salucci. Some of my potato. I stole your mic, but you won't see it later. Cause I work magic like a magician. I add up the mathematician and the bank cashier. Engineer, I wear cotton. Yo, money, don't jump yourself. Put that back on the shelf. Flames blazing, yeah, I phase in. My crew's amazing. We're working on the record, y'all, so just stay patient. Check it out. What's it all about? Work it out. Let's turn this party out. Check it out. What's it all about? Work it out. Let's turn this party out. The king and rock. I don't wear a cup nor a job. I bring the that's beyond bazaar like Miss Piggy. I am the one with the clientele. You say at rock, you rock so well. I got class like pink champagne. Let's see,
life. I've never heard of this shit.
I am here determined to stop this future atrocity.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe. I suggest we use it.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
We're back. We're back. The last half of Sergeant's Time real quick. Just do some real, skirting us some news right quick. We got a story that I think, let me double check here. Because the other stories are going to take too much time to discuss and all that. So we just want to get to the gist of what we want to talk about right now. So there's a story that just has come out of Fort Bliss, and this is a story about Specialist Halliday. I don't know if you guys remember, he was missing for a while, and now the Army has declared him deceased. So just to keep you guys, when asked, hey, are you ever going to post it? We posted the story on the main page timeline, and it's going to get posted onto the radio timeline as well. But he was missing for some time, and really nobody was saying anything. Nobody was talking about it. Nobody was really. His mother was the one that was leading the effort to find out what happened to this kid, and so just real quick that he's been what Bliss is the new Fort Hood. Ooh, yeah. I don't know. You can say that because he was missing for a while, and this right here is according to we're talking with El Paso Matters, their little news organization here, and they yeah, exactly, Ursula. They covered the story too.
Take her mother.
It shouldn't take her mother. Yeah. So he's been missing since 2020. That's the thing too. It's like he was missing since 2020. And matter of fact, let me pull up the picture here with the kids here so I can show you. Window cap this. There you go. There you go. This was like right about the same time all the Vanessa Guillen stuff and the other soldier that was found looking for her happened as well.
Yes.
When he ended up missing. Except there was more attention to Fort Hood as opposed to Fort Bliss, and I don't know if it was because it was just a blip in the matrix or something, but or it was.
Well, it was probably because there were several soldiers at Hood at the time.
Yeah, there were several that were missing.
One missing at Bliss at the time.
Exactly.
Maybe.
So the Army Board of Inquiry has determined that Richard Halliday died on July 23rd, 2020. Which is the last day he was seen on Fort Bliss, Army statement says. The statement didn't provide a manner or cause of death or any indication that his remains were recovered. Which, that right there is like even fucking scarier. So, quote, go ahead.
I don't know. I'll let you finish because I'm just like, I read the story. I'm like, how did they even make this determination? And they're like, really, I hope they're giving this mother like some more information than they're putting out.
Right, exactly. The Board of Inquiry said that that on April 24th, 2024, the Army informed the Halliday family that he was the preponderance of evidence provided during a Board of Inquiry supported the changing of duty status of Halliday from missing to deceased. So I don't know what the preponderance. Nobody knows what the preponderance of evidence was. I don't know anything of that. It also determined that he died on January 23rd, 2020. Army expresses deep condolences to the Halliday family, and notes that the determination will allow us to further support the family under the Army Casualty Program. So
Yeah, so it's just unless they just really have no evidence and are just like, okay, we're just going to pay out his benefits.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's like I know that may sound morbid, but that was just my first thought. It's like, okay, let's pay out his benefits, like, and mom will shut up.
Yeah, I can
That's
see that
like
too.
literally where my mom went. My
Yeah.
mind went. We have no evidence.
Yeah, we got nothing
Like
to give
whether
you.
he's missing, like we have no idea. We have no evidence that he's AWOL. Because he if he is, he went completely off grid.
Mm-hmm.
We have no evidence that at all. That's probably that'd be my guess.
Yeah, and
But
basically saying that, like, hey, maybe she'll shut up. Type of maybe the mentality was that they were thinking, maybe if we go ahead and accord her and declare him dead, then she'll get her back. Type shit. Is that what you're saying?
yes, because like they have nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
At all. Like
exactly.
where at all? If he, so I really just because they're obviously they say preponderance of the evidence, but whatever it is not convincing her.
Well, right, because
So-
they said the preponderance of evidence. Okay, that means something happened, and she even stated herself on her social media that Richard was murdered, and so, but has not made public any supporting evidence. So over time, she's accused a number of El Paso officials and journalists of interfering with her son's case, to include the authors of the story that we're reading off of. She's tied her son's disappearance to the 2019 Walmart mass shooting a year earlier, without also providing any evidence. So this is hard. This is fucking like this is it's just fucking. So in a social media broadcast that she posted, she said that she reiterated her claim again that he was murdered, and also said on here's the thing that kind of that her husband, she said on social media that her husband turned 2 soldiers away that came over to her house to notify him of the status. So I think the CNO and the CAO probably showed up, and then they were turned away.
Yeah.
And
because if they're gonna declare him dead, they would have to officially notify the
Correct.
family. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, that was probably who was coming. Oh man.
Yeah. So my biggest thing is that just around that time is there was another shit in 2021, July 21. There was Asia Graham. She was missing too. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck's going on with these installation? For installation, or for, how do I say this? For an army to have the leaders that they do to fucking micromanage the kids on the phone, they sure really fucking drop the ball on accountability when it comes to that aspect too. You know what I mean? It's like, dude,
yeah.
I'm not blaming these fucking leaders, but that all of a sudden, if you're sending text messages to your soldier that they need to show up for fucking PT or a tasking while they're undergoing cancer treatment, then I think you need to fucking, I think you need to, I can't, again, these soldiers are adults. They're going to go do what the fuck they want. They're going to go do whatever. But I really think that if you're going to be that micromanaging, then maybe you should have known where they're at, but I don't want to go down that path, because then it seems like it's finger pointing. But yeah, exactly. You saw where are the NCOs at? So again, just this is about the same time too. The fucking Afghan refugees started showing up. So I was like, wait a minute. I'm kind of thinking that angle too. You know what I mean? Any outside influence to that one. So I was just like, shit. But poor kid, man. So
I hope that somebody just figures out exactly what happened, or at the very minimum, find him.
Right. Right. Exactly.
One way or another to give this mother some closure.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
I couldn't imagine. Poor mom.
So. Yeah, I bet exactly that. Chris says, I like to see what the mill media do as 10-year study. A 10-year study of Army-wide deaths and disappearances of non-training related by installation. And I bet we would be shocked. I think we would too. Can we stop
that data's got to be out there?
Yeah,
I'm sure it is.
Yep, exactly. So this story here. Now, look. Accommodations for somebody to wear or have specific adornments to their religion or to their heritage and stuff like that, I think is a good thing. I think it's awesome. Absolutely. So, like for instance, that the native, that officer who's a native and wore his war dress. I always trip out at people who talk shit about this is woke when we talk about code talkers, and we talk about the Gurkhas, or we talk about individuals that are of a different race or different, I guess you would say, indigenous tribe or something. I don't know. When I say something, that's not a technical term, but
right.
But they usually, I mean, like the Brits respect the hell out of their Gurkha fighters, and to see that, what was that army major who was wearing his damn headdress, who was wearing his fucking war shit, dude, that's badass. I mean, fuck, we talked about the Spanky when guys were fucking jumping out of airplanes during D-Day. Guys wearing mohawks and fucking putting their war stuff on there. Well, Moi Malay just got her marks authorized to wear.
I know, that is so cool.
Hang on, let me show. This is. Look, I want soldiers to look like this. Hang on, she looks badass wearing that shit too. Sorry, hang on. Let me pull the pic up right here. Look at that. Authorized to have her hand tattoos and everything too. That's so fucking cool. So again, I don't know what individuals' issues are when they say, "Oh, it's woke. Our army's falling apart. Is woke." Dude, make up your fucking mind. What do you appreciate or what you don't appreciate? Let me pull that shit back up again.
How would that be? Oh, sorry.
No, look, black on your faces about what differences make you know your soldiers. Yeah, Pip says it's called custom and courtesies. Army may be ate up at times, but they can at least hold on to something. Look, I don't know what you mean by that, Pip. What do you mean by hold on to something? I don't know. So she's authorized to wear her religious tattoos. This is part of her tribal adornment. Now, again, shit. Look at that.
That's badass.
That's badass. And that's her native wear. So I don't get it. Guys, I don't get it. The biggest shit talkers that talk about what's being woke are the same asshats that are running around with no fucking uniform tops getting fucking gas or fucking in the store. And when they get corrected at Target or something like that, they get told to mind their business or legit almost want to fight a motherfucker for it. Like if you're getting corrected and you're fucking wrong, but then you're commenting because we have ways of finding out if you're really maintaining the standard that you say. I see nothing wrong with this. I do not see anything wrong with this shit. I'm saying her shit. I'm not saying that shit. I'm just saying.
I know.
I'm not seeing anything wrong with any of the accommodation. It's just like I don't see anything wrong with it.
No, and there's no way that like the tattoos that are just happen to be showing in her uniform are going to affect the way she can, shoot, move, communicate, fight, anything else. So exactly, there's nothing wrong with it. It's badass.
Yeah, I mean, really cool. Yeah. I mean,
it looks painful, but
I know the Polynesian style, that style of Polynesian, Samoa, Chamorro. The style of tattoo is it ain't no, you ain't getting no gun. It ain't
like you're going to the shop and getting to lay down and take a nap like I do. When I'm getting
exactly that. Yeah, you're not. Yeah, it's an event. So this is, think about it, because right now we're already in Asian American Pacific Island Heritage Month too.
Yes,
and it's sacred.
Started yesterday.
So yeah, it did start yesterday, didn't it? I thought we were already weekend. Okay, yeah, it did start yesterday. So
I thought. Oh, maybe I don't know. I thought it started on the 1st of May. It could have.
Yeah. Apocalypse Cage says that's way better than fucking some of the jackasses with some drunk tattoo on his hands, or it's like some dudes I know. I think it's awesome.
Like no regret.
Yeah, no regrets. Yeah. He says, I think it's awesome. It's awesome that the religious. It's awesome that we support the religious and heritage of our soldiers, and also morale booster. Say that 3 times. Exactly that, man. I can't say it. You know me. I can talk fast, but man, say that 5 times fast. It would be like me or like you or anybody who has some sort of native something they want to wear something to adornment. Like I said, everyone likes to shit talk about this stuff. I'm like, hey, look, we've accommodated Sikhs, we've accommodated some of the beard guys for their specific accommodation. We accommodated different
Right.
tattoos. We accommodated the headdress. I mean, I don't see what.
I mean, we allow soldiers to get 80-second tattoos on them. You know.
Oh my God, I know. What's up with that? I mean, come on.
That's what should be a concern.
That should be a concern, right? That should be like, oh, we really need to look at the welfare of the soldiers if they're running around with 80-second tattoos.
They really need, evaluations if they have those tattoos. Even worse, if you got that calf tattoo on you, you guys need to be. I mean, I'll say it. I was in that. Y'all need we need to send y'all for like some kind of evaluation.
Well, with the new the new MOS changes that they got, the new MOS changes they have. Now the MOS, if you're a CAV and you're airborne qualified, you're pretty much infantry. You don't need to go to reclass. You just need to show up to the 82nd and you get to be. So you're pretty much, man. I mean, could you imagine that kind of like that means? Are you saying that the infantry is like all just one big giant CTT manual?
I mean, yeah.
Basically infantry, right, Chris? There you go. They're basically infantry. I'm like, okay. So again, I appreciate the Army accommodating this because shit like this is what gets soldiers to feel, because I'm gonna be honest with you, man. For those who know me personally, they know how do I say this? I'm proud of being an American citizen, but I'm also proud of my Mexican / indigenous / whatever. And I've always been appreciative to all my friends that I've served with. They're like, they would, and I don't get mad when they say, hey man, hey Cholo, you're gonna freaking, my one of my first sergeant buddies said that my tactical vehicle is a 63 Impala, like an MRAP. And so shit like that, hey, I don't mind if there was some sort of tattoo or something like that, and could you imagine what would happen if I got like a tattoo that had the if I had a tattoo, my tribal stuff like that. People would be like, oh, this woke or whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Oh my God, man. I fucking hate it.
Get a little ghosty boy next to it.
Yeah, get a little ghosty stuff. Get some ghost. So if a signal guy goes to the 82nd, is he basically infantry? I don't know, Chris, but if you look at the guidance there from 19 Cav, for 19, the CMF 19 for Cav Scouts, I don't know. Signal guy. Well, here's the thing about the 82nd is the theory of an LGOP is everybody jumps and everybody fights. Nobody quits. So there you go. You're a hell diver. So again, shout out to the Army to get this. I got my first tat in Germany. I don't know. We're talking about that kind of tat though. Just that but yeah. So shout out. Matter of fact, let me show the picture again. Let's show some pride here, because that's something to be proud about. Again, all the bros out there. Look at that. There you go. I'm just doing this now just to poke. There's fucking vulgar. No way, dude. I should probably kick your ass. So again, shout out to LA, muy male. Glad you got that. Congratulations. And there. So let's see, what was the other thing we were going to talk about today? We got one more thing we're going to talk about. One more thing. Hang on, let me double check. This is the last thing we're talking about. So tomorrow, and we're going to post this up, and we're going to drop this in the links. Tomorrow we have, back in the day, we just got this early this morning, so I figured, hey, we do this live right quick, and we can get this knocked out. Wind Talker Love. Okay. The public is being asked to line I-70. Now, when we had time and we had a little bit of notice, we were able to usually coordinate these ourselves. But this remember there was a Marine that had a parachute malfunction or had a parachute accident. And so he'll be arriving at the Lambert Airport at 12:30 in the afternoon on Friday, tomorrow, and the Patriot Guard will be escorting the family to Bow Funeral Home in St. Charles. This is where organizers hope that the community will line up on I-70 to pay over any overpasses along the route. And they're hoping that the community rallies around the family for this fallen hero and show him love. So again, we will post this in the comments, and then it's going to be posted tonight later anyways, right after the show. So you just scroll on the timeline, you can see this it'll be like a WTF Nation short notice. But again, you guys, this Marine died in a parachute accident, killed while training in Camp Lejeune on April 18th. So we got a freaking controlled chaos, full send, exactly that. So I think that's it. We've
right.
We fucking went over the things.
I think we did.
I think we did.
Do we need to get the lemon pledge?
Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah, it's time for lemon pledge. Holy shit. Yeah, my bad. Okay, so yeah. Damn, Spanky, you're like, you got to remind me. I was so overwhelmed.
I know. I think we have some things to clean up.
Yeah, we do. Okay, so you're right now. You're looking at Starting Time. Myself and Spanky, of course, on the mics. And then, of course, tomorrow is a bye week for Friday Night Freedom. So look for... I think we had From the Ashes Radio. We haven't had them jump on the timeline. So I think we'll probably share them because we had the Late for Changeover brief from the U.S. Space Force WTF moments yesterday. So so Friday Night Freedom is a bye week. Saturday might be some co-ops with Nemo and the newly reflagged WTF Nation Gaming. That actually was the Grunts Gaming Network, which was WTF Nation Gaming before, so they just changed back to their names.
Just like, the Army does.
Just like the Army, yeah, exactly that.
Back and forth.
Back and forth, exactly. We can't even make up our mind. Even our gaming systems even our gamer streamers like this. And of course, so Saturday's going to be co-ops, and then on Sunday, it's the sports bar with the actual King Smith and the coach. What do you hear? What do you say? On Cinco de Mayo. Damn. Ooh, man. Oh, man.
I wonder if they're going to have like some festive cervezas.
Please, they're going to have some cervezas. Please, me as one of the resident Latinos in the fucking staff. It's fully authorized. You guys wear sombreros and stuff like that and celebrate Cinco de Mayo. It does not bother me when I see, non-Hispanics or white people wandering around in sombreros and stuff like that. Wear it. Wear that shit. Celebrate. It's a celebration, bitches. But you're all not bitches. That was an Eddie Murphy, Charlie Murphy skit from Dave Chappelle.
Y'all are bitches. I love you.
Yeah, I love all my bitches. All of you remember. Anyways, it's supposed to be a professional forum, Spanky. We're like calling everybody bitches.
Sorry.
And stuff. Anyways, so then
you did it.
Monday edition with myself and I think Massey Massey had to take a break right quick for some family stuff, and so if not, I think I might have a guest host. But Pop Culture Warrior is going to not be happening, right? I think we got that calendar cleared out. There's no Pop Culture Warrior, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I do believe
he's taken
he has to go.
He had to go.
I don't know. I've never seen CQ and Superman in the same room before.
I know. Well, CQ and the gang. I'm telling you what, the Pop Culture gang. They are always on the move at Comic Cons and all that sort of stuff, getting the scoop and the deets, and it's exciting. So there will be no show on Tuesday. There will be the Smoke Pit, the Sorents at the Smoke Pit. TZ and Radar. I think, don't they got like Big Kenny or something like that coming on? Isn't that their guest?
Yes. Yes. On the 8th of May. Yes.
Yeah.
Big Kenny.
And they got Big Kenny on the 8th of May. And then I will not be here from the 7th until the 9th. I will be in San Antonio next week. Whoop, whoop. I'll be Texas bound, baby. I'll be in Texas next week. From the 7th to the 9th, I will be hanging out with Tim Jensen of Grunt Style. Yes, you heard that right. Grunt Style. Be hanging out with them. So I will not be on air. I'll be goofing around. You might see a couple lives here and there. You might see me on the Twitters. But yeah, and so there will be no Sergeant's Time next week. There will be no...
Might see me.
Oh, yeah, you might see... Oh, yeah, might be us. Yeah, hanging out. And then Friday Night Freedom is back off of their bye week with, of course, Kaz and Maum. And then what's going on that day? We got Creed Fisher coming up, right? Creed Fisher's coming up. Is that what the guess is that confirmed, locked in? I just want to double check. Make sure Texas doesn't kidnap you.
I do believe so. Yeah,
exactly.
Friday the 10th.
Yeah. I think so too.
I do believe it is locked in.
All right. Well, then, and then on Monday the 13th with the Monday edition, I have a guest, a World War II veteran, Jack Warren. He's going to be on to join me on the Monday edition. And then Tuesday, of course, back with Pop Culture Warrior. Wait a minute. Am I reading that right on the 15th? Am I reading that right? On the 15th?
I do believe that's locked in, but I'm not positive. So yes, I do believe that.
Can we say it now? Can we announce it? Or because I won't be there either. Because that Thursday I'll be at the PSYOP Regimental Association Memorial Ruck and Fort Liberty visit, hanging out with the WTF Nation there at Fort Liberty. Ted Nugent. A smoke pit? Ted Nugent's going to come hang out in the smoke pit. Dude.
I do believe that's where. I believe that is happening.
Wow. Okay. All right. Damn. Okay. Damn. I'm damn. Man, what are you all doing at the front desk? Y'all kicking it. Y'all kicking ass. I love it. So.
Oh yeah, mom is momming.
Yeah, she's doing the mom things. Yeah, mommy, she's momming really hard. Hey, is your mom hard a lot?
She even made meatloaf while she was doing all this.
Yeah. She's throwing up some quality memes. So yeah, make sure you share, like, and follow. Right now, we're broadcasting live on 2 Facebook pages at U.S. Army WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio. We're broadcasting live on 2 YouTube pages at U.S. Army WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio. And we're on the X app. The X. He don't look happy. He's been using brand X. But with new and improved Spanky and Ice products, we get a grin again and again. Love that joke. Anyways, we're on X at WTF Nation Radio. So hit us up there too. Yeah, Ted Nugent. I said that. Ursula, Ted Nugent. So everyone's like, what? Did he just say what he just said? I thought he just said. So anyways, make sure you share, like, and follow. Hit us up. Hit contact at WTF Nation Radio if you want to jump on as a guest or shoot the shit with the team to say, hey, look, I think I want to come on here and all that sort of stuff. And of course, there are some requirements and stuff that you need to come on. That the front desk has standards. So if you say, hey, I want to come on, and then, okay, what do you want to talk about? I just want to hang out. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. So,
no, it will not.
No.
So. You see, Mom, she's making meatloaf while she's being picky.
Yeah, exactly that. So again, make sure you share, like, and follow. And again, thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight and shooting the breeze and shots. And see you.
Hey, this is SEAC retired John Wayne Troxel. You're listening to WTF Nation Radio, the station of choice for all of the badass MFers on the planet.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.